So in case you guys have been living under a rock, just a few days ago there was a war between India and Pakistan. What? Amidst this war, a very popular YouTuber slash streamer, Asmongold, decided to make videos on this conflict.
But why?
Money! Money!
He kept making videos that are clearly anti-Islamic and anti-Muslim. Let's see some of the things he said, and then I'll make my response.
Here in this clip, Asmongold reacts to a speech by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and laughs at the idea that India might cut off water supply of Pakistan.
Well, true. The way the Pakistani army, Pakistani government are encouraging terrorism, it will destroy Pakistan one day. If Pakistan wants to survive, it will have to destroy its terror infrastructure. There is no other way to peace. India's stance is very clear. Terror and talks cannot go together. Terror and trade cannot go together. Water and blood cannot flow together. Oh, that's clever because they were cutting off their water supply. Oh, that's very clever. Yeah, that's bars. It is.
Like, you do realize that's an act of war, right? Also, this is a war crime. It's known as collective punishment. Like, you cannot ever do that. Even if Pakistan was guilty, like, you cannot punish, like, an entire population simply because of the actions of few rogue elements in that country. Like, that doesn't make sense. And you're laughing at it? Modi is saying, oh, they're allowing all these terrorists to come in. Mind you, that Narendra Modi himself is a terrorist because he was directly involved in the 2002 Gujarat massacre. There's a documentary on BBC that clearly documents that there were many eyewitnesses who claimed that they saw or heard Narendra Modi clearly giving instruction to the police to not do anything when Muslims were being massacred.
By the way, I will be using AI to recreate the documentary so I don't get a copyright strike. Now let's hear the first witness. There was this pregnant woman. I slit her open. We wanted to tell them, if you kill us, this is what we will do to you. Babu Badranji was accused of killing 100 Muslims in a mob. The witness speaks. We didn't spare anyone. I say it even today, they should not be allowed to prosper. Woman or man? Someone asks. Yes, everyone kill. Chop and burn them. Journalist asks. How does it feel to kill Muslim? He said, I enjoy it. We killed them, came home and slept. He then later make an interesting claim that, once he was caught, Modi himself helped him get released by changing the judge, according to the documentary. This is the second witness, a man named Naresh Bhatt. He is a local BJP politician. He said he attended a meeting addressed by Modi after the Gadra train burned. The secret journalist asks him, tell me what was Modi's reaction on the day Gadra happened? He says, it was favorable, but I can't talk about it. Whatever he's done, I think no chief minister has done before. Journalist says, I won't quote you anywhere about this. He says, he had given us 3 days. Do what you like. After 3 days, I'll stop it all. He said this openly. After 3 days, he said stop, and it all stopped.
By these kind of like this mob of terrorists. And this terrorist came with like machetes, killed and hacked innocent Muslim neighbors, butchered them. Even pregnant women were not spared. Children were killed. There are even cases where they took children and threw them into the fire. You can hear about all of this in this documentary. It was a horrible incident, and Narendra Modi was directly behind this. And in America, he was even banned. This is why he has the nickname Butcher of Gujarat. And this terrorist is now lecturing us about terrorism and about why terrorism is bad. Like, shut up. By promoting this terrorist, you're actually promoting terrorism. Like, why are you promoting this terrorist?
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a f. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible.
He said that they have genocide baked into Sharia law. Really? Where? Show me. Where is the evidence for this? Like, I challenge you to show me one place in Quran, Sunnah, the way of the Salaf, where it says that it's okay to commit genocide. If anything, Christianity allows genocide. Did you know that? As a matter of fact, Christianity most definitely allowed genocide at the time of Moses against the Amalekites. They were slaughtered. There are many Bible verses that say that, kill them, their children, their oxen, sheep, and all that, right? Complete annihilation. Obviously, that's genocide. So if you're saying that if there's a religious law or religion that supports genocide, shouldn't you be against Christianity?
Because you're a fool, with all due respect, and you're ignorant of these things.
To the friends in the West and the people of Pakistan,
I have a message for my friends in the West. India is the largest democracy in the world.
it's a lot of people.
On the other hand, Pakistan is a known harbor to terrorists like Osama bin Laden, Hafiz
he's
Saeed,
bad.
Sajid Mir,
Real bad.
Masood Azhar.
He says that India is the biggest democracy in the world, which is great, fantastic. But then he goes on to say that Pakistan is, terrorist hub, right? They harbor all these terrorists, right? And I'm like, there are many terrorist organizations in India, and I will post all the names and links of terrorist groups that are actually active in India. Again, he doesn't talk about that. So, like, why is it that when terrorist attacks happen or terrorists get caught in Pakistan is a terrorist country, but when India has terrorists, somehow India is not a country of terrorists?
A lot of
On the
people-
other hand, Pakistan is a known harbor to terrorists.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head.
India has safely protected the culture of Hindus, of Sikhs, of Muslims, of Jains, of Zoroastrians, of Buddhists, of Jews, and of Christians for as long as time.
Let me give you some stats and numbers. Frontline, thehindu.com, it says over 7,400 homes were demolished in 2024 alone, as authorities, including in non-BJP state, rebrand punitive action against Muslims as development. So all these Muslim houses are being destroyed.
India has safely protected the culture of Muslims.
According to Hindustan Times, Muslims are the poorest religious group in India. You wonder, why is that? Why is Muslims the poorest? That's because there is an active campaign against Muslims.
India has safely protected.
There's an article on Al Jazeera which says, are Muslims in India's Haryana facing ethnic cleansing? Near India's capital in Haryana state, the demolition of about 1,200 homes and shops in a Muslim majority area has followed clash that killed 6 people. They basically went to this town that's majority Muslim and completely started destroying all the houses. And now the court is basically asking the question if this is a case of ethnic cleansing. So no, it's not the case that India is quote-unquote protecting Muslims' rights.
India has safely protected.
Pakistan's claim is that India did a false flag and killed its own people. Hindus particularly.
So India blew up its own people so they could attack Pakistani civilians and accidentally kill a bunch of known terrorists. Okay, right. Yeah, for sure.
To start a war. For what?
First of all, this is a straw man. I actually checked the press release of the Pakistani Prime Minister, and he never said that. If anything, he actually showed remorse for the people that were killed, and he condemned the terrorist attack. So again, this is a lie.
Stop the cap.
War that Pakistan does not want the world to see. Balochistan is Pakistan's largest province. It makes up 44% of their land. It is rich in minerals like gold, copper, and oil.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It is at the heart of China's multi-billion-dollar pet project, CPEC, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor.
Okay.
So Balochistan is wealthy. But for the Baloch people, this wealth has been a curse. The province remains the poorest in Pakistan. People do not have schools or hospitals. Do you know what they have? They have checkposts, army convoys, and forced disappearances. Thousands of Balochis have vanished, kidnapped, tortured, and killed.
What?
Hundreds of women have been raped. Pakistan's army calls it counter-terrorism, but let's call a spade a spade. This is oppression by the Pakistani army. And the Baloch are no longer complaining.
Can you guys believe that they're doing this? You guys believe that?
I wonder what other country is doing the same thing, right? It almost sounds like, is there any place in India where Indian army might be doing the same thing? Can't be Kashmir, can it? Like everything she said about Balochistan applies on Kashmir. People of Kashmir, there have been countless human rights cases where human rights activists have documented cases of extrajudicial killing by Indian army of Kashmiris, torturing by Indian army against people of Kashmir, by Indian army against people of Kashmir. Like all of the things have been done by Indian army against the people of Kashmir. Then how are you different? If everything that comes of Indian media is basically fake news, but let's assume that this is true, that what's happening in Pakistan and Pakistan army is doing all these things, right? Then how are you different? All right, then why don't you condemn your own army? If you look at the human rights report of all the forced disappearances or the extrajudicial killings of Kashmiris, there's been countless examples of massacres that has been done by Indian army against people of Kashmir. One of the notable examples are in 1999, there is the Gawatkal massacre. Then there is the Handwara massacre. There is the Zakura and Tangora massacre. There is the Haul massacre. But anyway, so all of this is happening in India, but Pakistan is not concerned with their own country, obviously. Regardless, the point is that same things happen in India, then why don't you condemn India?
Pow.
Great.
Dr. Thoreau, you raised lots of points there. Let
Seems
me pick
pretty
up
reasonable.
on one of them. You say India's response has been precise and restrained.
Yeah.
But according to the reports we've seen, children are amongst the dead in the attacks in Pakistan.
Oh, yeah, because they put themselves in residential areas. They're terrorists, and they do this for political means. So attacking them looks bad internationally, so there's an additional cost with attacking them. That's what they're doing. They're obviously doing this, duh.
This argument is circular. Like, you already assumed that Indian army was trying to target terrorists. Like, there's no evidence of that. Like, there has been independent journalists, not Pakistani journalists, who went to those mosques and found no evidence of terrorist activity. Like, there's like nothing. There's no weapon, nothing. Like, there's no like activity anywhere there, like nothing. So like, where's the evidence that these were terrorist locations? There's none. And there's literally no evidence of this. So these people have killed like 37 people, and there's no evidence of this. Like, the source is, trust me, bro. This is laughable.
The Pakistani government sponsors these organizations. I don't know what you think the motive would be for Pakistan to do such a thing. They're also asking me every time I put this question to them, what's the evidence? What's the evidence, sir?
What's the evidence? Well, how about the fact that the Pakistani army generals went to the funeral of the terrorists?
Okay, so Asmond, I don't want to question your intelligence, but you said because there is a picture of some Pakistani army with like supposedly a terrorist, that proves that the Pakistan government supports terrorism. I mean, like, by that logic, I mean, like, Donald Trump had pictures with Jeffrey Epstein. There are pictures of Narendra Modi with Sheikh Hasina. Sheikh Hasina is a well-known mass killer. Does it mean that the mass murders that happen in Bangladesh is actually done by India? No, of course, like you cannot make this kind of dumb argument. There are many pictures of many people with many people. Many government officials take pictures with sometimes dons, mafias, and criminals. Like this doesn't prove anything. Like, this definitely doesn't prove that the government is supporting this criminal. I mean, Donald Trump has a picture with Kim Jong-un. Does it mean that the American government supports everything that the North Korean dictator does?
Stupid! Well, as far as evidence is concerned, don't forget that Pakistan is a master of denial. They denied having anything to do with the Mumbai attacks that killed 170 people on 26/11/2008 until one of the terrorists was caught alive, and the Pakistanis had to admit that he and everything he said came from them. They denied even knowing where Osama bin Laden was until he was found in a military encampment not far from a Pakistani army base inside Pakistan. Yep. This is the Pakistani route. It's constantly...
By the way, this admission was done by Pakistani government itself. Pakistan government themselves caught link of Lashkar-e-Taiba in Pakistan. If anything, this actually shows the honesty of the Pakistani government. It doesn't show that, you know, this Pakistan government is somehow involved in there, because they're actually actively trying to stop Lashkar-e-Taiba. They banned Lashkar-e-Taiba in Pakistan. So how does that prove anything? How does that prove that they're the ones using the terrorists to hurt India? Like, if anything, you prove the opposite. Like, this genius proved the opposite. He should prove that Pakistan is innocent. Like, this is dumb. This doesn't prove anything. None of this proves anything. And you killed 37 innocent people, including a child, for no reason. Based on no evidence. And you, Asmongold, you're supporting this. This is terrorism. This is actual terrorism. They've killed these people based on no evidence. Nothing. These things wouldn't hold up in a kangaroo court.
Pakistan is Johnny Somali of countries, it seems. Something like that, right? Why do you only consume Indian news? Because Pakistani news uses video game footage in order to create credibility. They're known liars, and I haven't seen a single piece of evidence that proves that India is lying. It's that simple.
I found a news article from I think 1 or 2 or 3 years ago, right? Which showed, this is a French news article where basically they debunk kind of like fake news, right? And in the video, the reporter was saying that they found Indian media using video game footage to show that how they shot down like Pakistani aircraft. And now these Indians are claiming that no, actually it's the Pakistanis who are showing this in their news media. No, but you're doing the same thing. You did the same thing. You are doing the same thing. There are countless examples of Indian media spreading just straight up false information, just straight up lying. Like, for example, supposedly the Indian media, they spread this information that they basically bombed Karachi. which is like the main city of Pakistan, which is false, completely bogus. This never happened. There is a research article by Statista which shows that countries that spread the most amount of disinformation, and if you look at the list, India is number one. India is literally number one in spreading disinformation.
I haven't seen a single piece of evidence that proves that India is lying.
Are you dumb?
So there's been a lot of people over in India that have been seeing the videos. I'll see if I can go ahead and show you guys this. So look at this here. So I'm actually we're making motion in Indian social media. Look at this. A lot of people are happy. Oh, like, can you check and see how much your India viewership increased? Oh, do you guys want to see that? Sure, I can pull that up and show you right now. Engagement. Let me see if I can pull it up and we can look right here. Wow. Wow.
Is that, like, we all know why you're doing this, man. Okay, you're doing it for the views. Okay, and he's even not trying to hide it. He even shows, oh, look, my viewers have increased, right? The thing is that, Asmond, let me be very clear with you. If you're trying to spread your viewership by on the cost of causing harm to Muslims in Pakistan or other places, trust me when I say this, we will expose you like you've never been exposed before. Okay, you are a clown if that is what you're trying to do. By spreading misinformation, by lying about Muslims, by lying about countries like Pakistan and anything else. By the way, I have nothing against people of India. I love India, actually. But the Indian government that is now led by this terrorist, Narendra Modi, and who have huge issues with that government. You're doing this for the views, and because of your action, Muslims could be harmed because of this. The people of Pakistan could be harmed because of this, because of your stupid stunt. You are a scumbag if this is what you're doing. And there's a good chance that India might block my channel or ban my channel. So if Indian Muslims are watching, please use a VPN to watch my channel, because I think it's very important that you guys watch my video. And I want to preface this by saying that I don't hate India. I love India. Actually, India is a great place with great history, great religious diversity. But I do not like, as a matter of fact, I hate the current Indian government because of their hatred towards Muslims, hatred towards minorities. If you guys like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please do subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. With this, I want to end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Inshallah, see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum.